you're wondering why, well, it's all because of my heart, Mr. Beat, when you came walking by. Now call me Mr. Beat, the name just seems to stick, and it's all because of my heart, Mr. Beat, when I took a look at the lovely chick. Now my heart was going solid 3/4 time, thumping like a big bass drum, and suddenly my eyes was working overtime, and the ribs of my body went numb. Now they call me Mr. Beat, and if you're wondering why, well, it's all because of my heart, Mr. Beat, when you came walking by. Yes, it's all because of my heart, Mr. Beat, when you came walking by, Mr. Beat.
Ah, that's better. My name is Benjamin D. Brown. I'm a talent spotter, theatrical agent, artist manager. Call me what you like. Most people do. In my job, I handle singers mostly, men and girls. Naturally, it's more fun to handle girls. You must make sacrifices. There are thousands or millions of teenagers in this country today who would like to become popular vocalists. And I'm frequently asked, what is it like to be a top pop singer? Believe me, not all peaches and cream. Sometimes it's more like prunes and custard. Take the career of one of my most famous discoveries. I'm sure when I mention his best-selling disc, Loving Boat, you won't have the faintest idea who I'm talking about. His name is Elroy, and he rocketed to fame and fortune overnight. When I first discovered him, Elroy was just an ordinary lad doing an ordinary job like you or me. Well, like you anyway. He lived in an ordinary house, in an ordinary street. He had a mother, a father, a cat, which he used to call Rover, a girlfriend named Elsie, and a secret dream.
You see, Elsie, I like my job, all right? I mean, it's interesting and steady money, and you get around a lot, but I don't want to stay stuck behind a broom all my life.
Well, perhaps they'll promote you to dust carts next year.
No, Elsie, you don't understand. You see, I want to be a star. Sometimes, when I'm sitting in my bath singing, I wish that there were thousands of people out there watching me.
Watching you sitting in the bar?
No, watching me singing. I want to earn lots of money so I can take you away from all this. And then we can get married and have a car and everything you ever wanted.
Oh, Elroy.
There's a talent contest down at the plaza this week.
Talent contest?
Yeah. I've got a feeling in my bones about it. This could be my big chance.
So Elroy invited a couple of friends around and got down to serious rehearsals. The number he decided to sing for the contest was one composed by his father.
Loving in a warm, warm climate, love on a dark, 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 dark night, love when the moon is in the sky, love when the sun is bright, that's love, and how, but please, not now, that's the love. Okay, fellas, that wasn't bad. We'll take it right through again now, from the top. And, Dad, easy on the piano. You know, upstairs, baby. Right. Love in a warm, warm climate. Love on a dark, dark night. Love when the moon is in the sky. Love when the time is right. That's love. And how, but please, not now. Love on a desert island, specially made for two, where there's no sign of rescue and there's nothing else to do. That's love. And how, but please, not now. No love when the sun is in the sky. No love when the wind is still. No love when it's rainy rain. 'Cause I do not approve of second-rate thrill. Please, love in a warm, warm climate. dark, dark night. Love when the moon is in the sky. Love when the time is right. That's love. And how? But please, not now. No love when the sun is in the sky. No love when the wind is so chill. No love when it's rain outside. Not a fool, not a loving in a warm, warm climate. Love on a dark, 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 dark night. Love when the moon is in the sky. Love when the time is right. That's love. And how? But please, not now. That's the love.
The judge's decision went to the contestant who received the most applause. Elroy didn't win. But, fortunately for him, I was in the audience that night, and I'd noticed something special about the boy. He wasn't good looking, he couldn't sing, but Elroy Flicker, what a marvelous name. With a name like that, we couldn't fail. That was on the Wednesday. I gave him my card and asked him to call at my office the following day, which was the Thursday. By Friday, I had him under contract, and on Saturday, I got him his first professional date. I would have made it sooner, only I was feeling a bit under the weather that week. I wrote him a new song, too. He couldn't sing that warm, warm climate thing again. After all, it had a tune. The new one was much better.
Shattered, 'cause you've gone. It's too late to weepin'. Try to get some sleepin'. Summer creepin', 'cause you've gone. The world is black, gloom is all around. You won't come back, that's the thing I found. Too late to try to make amends now. We're not even friends now. Darkness never ends now that you've gone. What's the point in sighing? Far too late for crying. Deep inside I'm dying, 'cause you've gone. The world is black, gloom is all around. You won't come back, that's the thing I found. Too late to try to make amends now. We're not even friends now. Darkness never ends now that you've gone. What's the point in sighing? Far too late for crying. Deep inside I'm dying, 'cause you've gone. The world is black, gloom is all around. You won't come back, that's the thing I found. You've gone.
Elroy was a sensation. Off-beat, off-key, but oh so lovable. There hadn't been a star like him since Lassie. I was flooded with bookings for him. I worked him so hard, he was doing a Saturday morning children's show in Glasgow, a matinee in Cheltenham, and 2 evening performances at Sheffield and Brighton. It was about this time that problem number 1 reared its ugly head. Fan mail. Every post brought more letters. There were 3 deliveries a day. And the trouble with fan letters is that they all have to be answered. Meanwhile, I was not idle. My agile brain was busy thinking up stunts to get him in the papers and keep his name before the public eye. We tried all the usual ones, of course, like having him picked up for speeding, Mind you, that wasn't easy. Elroy didn't have a car. But no matter, the country was becoming flicker-conscious. I decided he should stay living at home because his public liked the boy next door touch. But it can be dangerous. Even your oldest friends get jealous. Take this young fella, for instance. This is Jim, an old workmate of Elroy's, and Elroy had asked him to bring his girlfriend round to Sunday tea. The trouble was, Elroy wasn't there when they arrived. He'd had to go to the post office to send off some letters. In the old days, it would have seemed a reasonable excuse, but now... Watch carefully. You'll notice Elroy does nothing wrong. He behaves like a perfect gentleman. But in Jim's eyes, he's done something wrong already. He's become famous. Despite our hero's friendly smile, there is an atmosphere of subdued hostility. Luckily, I had given Elroy precise instructions on how to deal with a situation like this. Be calm, be polite, but be firm. Oh, thinks Jim. He's smoking king size now. Big one, to match his head.
You haven't been down to the depot to see us, then?
I'm sorry, mate. I just haven't had the time.
Be half a crown to speak to you soon.
Look at the girl. He's not going to like that. No, I thought he wouldn't. Here we go.
Like to hear my latest record?
Oh, please.
Well, you only bought it yesterday. You've been playing it all day. I'm just about fed up with you and your records.
Well, I can't help that.
I reckon she likes you more than she likes me.
Oh, don't be silly.
I ought to poke you one.
What have I done?
Pinch my girl, that's what.
Pinched you? I don't wonder.
Oh, so she's not good enough for you, eh?
Do you mind?
Right.
Be firm, I told him, and act with courage and determination.
Jim? Jim? Jim?
Then nobody can blame you or wish you harm.
Not me.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Look out! That's my Elroy, the perfect gentleman. I want you to understand that this sort of thing doesn't happen with every friend Elroy invites to tea. Only the best. And it's a good thing he knows how to keep it under control. After all, it's the sort of situation that could develop into a free fight. continued my search for good publicity stuff. Yes, you're right. This was the one where Elroy, bravely, with no thought for his own safety, rescued a small boy from the river. I thought it out in my bar. By a strange coincidence, some press photographers happened to be there to capture this unprecedentedly heroic action.
Can't swim. I can't swim.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out the way I intended. Which left me with the one alternative I had wanted to avoid. If we couldn't get his name in the papers any other way, we would have to exploit his talent. I sent for Elroy and told him to prepare for another tour. He said he didn't want to go, said he wasn't fit enough. He had writer's cramp, 2 broken ribs and a streaming cold, which was no excuse. What's more, he said it would cause trouble at home. And on that score, he was right. A month later, he arrived back from his whirlwind tour of the one-night stand, worn out and weary, looking forward only to a little rest and relaxation. But sure enough, trouble was waiting in the shape of Elsie.
Elroy. What's that?
Autograph.
Elroy, it's me. Elsie.
I'm sorry, love. Force of habit. Where's Mum and Dad?
They went out. So we could be alone.
What for?
You know very well what for.
Elsie, I'm dead tired.
That's no excuse.
37 one-night stands in 34 days. My throat's worn out from singing, my hands are worn out from signing autographs, and all that wiggling about, well, that's taking care of the rest of me.
Elroy.
Packed houses every night we've had. They've been standing in the aisles, swinging on the chandeliers.
Elroy, I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
Do you love me anymore?
Well, of course I love you anymore.
I thought you'd be wearing that fair old pullover I knitted for you.
Well, I would, love, only I had it ripped off in Rochdale.
And you don't answer my letters.
You a member of the fan club?
I'm your fiancé.
I'm sorry, dear. You can't expect me to answer letters if you're not a member of the club.
That's what I mean. I don't seem to matter anymore. Pushed into the background, that's me.
Are you jealous?
Yes, I'm jealous. All those other girls tearing off your clothes and your buttons. I never seem to get a chance.
I'm sorry, love. I didn't realise. Here you are. Go on. Tear off a button.
Oh, I don't want to tear off a... Elroy, you said we was going to get married.
Oh, we can't do that now, love. I mean, the teenagers just don't go for a bloke who's married. It'll ruin my career. Look at Terry Gibson.
Who?
There you are. See what I mean? You've never even heard of him. He got married. Finished.
All right, as far as I'm concerned, we are finished too, Elroy Flicker. I never want to see you again.
Oh, but else.
All right then, will you marry me?
Huh?
Will you marry me?
Well, you'll have to give me a little time to think it over.
Oh!
Which brings us to the greatest danger of all, summed up in a single word that strikes cold terror into the heart of any pop singer. Fan.
I couldn't help it, baby, I felt. But this was something new, a girl who would be good, make me said that you'd be mine when I fell. I didn't see the sign when I fell. I didn't realize that you had rambling eyes, but now you're putting me wise and cut me down to size. I was a fool when I fell. There was all the others who didn't act like brothers when they took you out on Saturday night. There was me, I'm moping, just a sitting home and hoping that things would turn out right. I took a look at you and I fell. I couldn't help it, baby, I fell. 'Cause it was something new, a girl who would be true and wouldn't make me blue. So when I looked at you, I fell. Others who didn't act like brothers when they took you out on Saturday night. And there was me, I'm hoping, just sitting home and hoping that things would turn out right. I took a look at you and I fell. I couldn't help it, baby, I fell. 'Cause it was something new, a girl who would be true and wouldn't make me blue. So when I looked at you, I fell. You'd be mine when I fell. I didn't see the sign when I fell. I didn't realize that you had rambling eyes, but now you put me wise and cut me down to size. I know too well I was a fool when I fell. I know too well I was a fool when I fell.
Yes, there are problems. At the beginning, anyway. But after a while, the real trooper learns to overcome such difficulties and lead a normal, orderly life. This, of course, has happened to Elroy, who, under my wise guidance, has learned to adjust himself and take such matters in his stride, and so...